So at the end of the last episode we got sieged, and the event hasn't even popped up here yet because it literally just happened, but that was about halfway through day 21 and we dealt with it okay. But what I didn't realize originally when starting out this playthrough is landing random on 500% is over double the difficulty of Merciless. Merciless was 220% and we're playing on 500, so it got me thinking that I don't think this tribe is going to survive. One of the mods that was recently updated, which is in my mod list below, is KV more trait slots, and with this mod we can change the minimum and the maximum amount of traits that people can have. I'm gonna leave the minimum at 2, but I'm going to change the max to 8, which is going to give us some pretty crazy trait combo possibilities. I think what this is going to probably end up doing is making a lot of our colonists obsolete, and like our prisoners as well. Even though Lotta's have burning passions for a lot of stuff, she only has 2 traits, and she, by the way, also has an infection in her leg. And like Raccoon has 15 implanting, but again, her traits aren't super amazing. And same with Honey, so I think we're going to let Law and Honey go, and we're going to sell off Raccoon. She should sell for quite a bit with her 15 planting. So we loaded up Raccoon with a bunch of goods on a trade caravan led by Ibis, and once they left, our wealth went down by 16k. Ibis's gear alone has a wealth value of 7k, so a lot of it was from that, but we still did have quite a few items to trade. So from butchering our yaks, we had some extra meat and leather that we sold at this nearby medieval faction, and we bought out all their silver. We then headed north and hit up this advanced faction looking for a specific item, but they didn't have it. We got some silver from them though, and ended up heading southwest towards the other advanced factions looking for a specific item, which we had to hit up 3 of them before we found it. Okay, so Ibis made it over to Go Hope, and they do have it finally, the psychic pacifier. So we picked it up for 1800, and by the way, we're up to 4k now because earlier we sold off our prisoner Raccoon for 1k. Ibis eventually made it back home on day 37, and by the way, for some reason the siege event is not popping up here. That happened on around day 21, but the reason our wealth is now so high is about the same time that Ibis got back to the colony. We got a pretty crazy event that I was not expecting, involving an exotic goods trader and a dormant mech cluster that I didn't talk about because it was just permanently dormant. It had no way to activate itself, so I thought it was just going to remain dormant until we decided to wake it up. Holy crap. Okay, I was not expecting this because this mech cluster is dormant. But this exotic trader just decided, you know what, we're gonna attack the dormant mech cluster that's not moving at all, which I'm kind of okay with. I really hope that, like, this alpaca, they have 4 alpacas that are pretty loaded with stuff, I'm guessing, because it's an exotic trader. I'm really hoping the mech cluster can take out at least a couple of these animals. I was kind of banking on this mech cluster to help us in a pinch too, which is kind of annoying that this trader did wake it up. And okay, actually one of the alpacas did end up getting knocked out, and they had some pretty nice stuff actually, like this Archotech eraser, this brainwash, psychic animal pulsar, and some resurrector nanites actually are pretty good. Most of these mechs got taken out. It's just this lancer and this pikeman up still, and then some turrets. Oh, and yep, the turret did go down. We have defeated the cluster, and I think everyone gets a mood bonus for it. Yeah, everyone gets a 4 bonus mood for having defeated the mech cluster, and we literally did nothing. So part of the reason why it took Ibis so long to get home is after her journey, we sent her over to this Revian colony to try to abduct one of them with our psychic pacifier, but none of them were amazing, so we had Ibis just leave. While she was heading back though, I noticed the movement difficulty for all these terrains is now 3, which ordinarily temperate forest is only 1. We're in the winter now, it's the 3rd of December, and back at our colony it's actually snowing. Also at our colony, we're now having people meditate at the anima tree full time. We're not focusing on research or anything. And by doing this, we're gonna start growing grass a lot quicker. I haven't been doing this for pretty much the entire playthrough, but yeah, we're now just completely gonna focus on growing grass of this thing full time so we can get Ibis her psycasting abilities. And actually, we just ended up growing another grass. We are growing it really quickly now, and since we have 25, and we only need 20, that's enough to perform a linking ritual, which Ibis has been doing, and it takes quite a while. She doesn't have that much rest left either. I hope she doesn't pass out before she can complete the linking ritual. And yeah, everyone went to bed, I guess besides Vulture, who is a night owl. And by the way, I don't know why the animals are all sleeping around this thing. And okay, she completed her linking ritual and she got word of joy. Speak happy, calming words to someone while using psychic suggestion to implant a joy fuzz loop in his mind. I don't know why they say his. What if it's a female? The joy fuzz will suppress uncomfortable thoughts and sensations in the target and improve mood. It has a side effect of dulling sensation and decision making though, and it will reduce consciousness. So yeah, this is something we want to use on prisoners because A, we don't care about lowering prisoners' consciousness, but B, if they're in a really good mood, you get a lot more of their resist down each time you talk to them. So yeah, that was actually a really good sidecasting ability we just picked up. And like I said, everyone's going to be meditating full time from now on. We need 14 more grass for the next linking ritual, which shouldn't actually take all that long if we're having everyone do it. On second thought, there's a max amount that you can meditate at the anima tree per day, and if you reach that amount, you start getting a lot less progress for meditating. So yeah, maybe we'll just set a time slot for everyone to meditate like 3 hours a day, and then we'll test that. And here we go. This is not good. We gotta pretty fat mech cluster, I'm guessing. Yep, it's one that has an auto mortar, which is going to initiate in 4.1 days. And there are tons of turrets guarding this thing. So in the last episode, we got sieged on, and they brought a couple steel mortars, which we were able to extract and put in our base. Now, here's the normal mortar radius, which needless to say is not very accurate. Now, here's the radius with the mortar accuracy mod that I did add to my mod list. It says it's only in 1.1, but it does work with 1.2. The reason why we're so accurate here is our mortar users Eric and Lyra both have good intellectual, which is the stat the mod uses to determine mortar accuracy. You can also configure it to be based off shooting as well, but the default setting is only based on intellectual, and I think it's more of like a theoretical thing determining trajectories and stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna leave it on the default setting, and we're gonna hope that we hit this auto mortar, by the way. That's what we're aiming for. And we actually did hit it. We didn't destroy it though, unfortunately. One of our shots actually hit this turret, which we did destroy. But yeah, wait, the auto mortar actually hasn't woken up. It's still gonna initiate 4 days. Okay, that's really good news. The mechs are gonna charge, but we did damage like this pikeman, and we also damaged this scyther as well. So here comes the mechs, and I have an idea here. So yeah, we had Dorna open up this ancient tomb, and we're gonna have her run inside now. Hopefully she can outrun these bugs. I think she can. It's a lot slower to move on the snow. Oh, and they're de-aggroing. Okay, that's not ideal. I think green, what are you doing, bro? Oh crap, this scyther is hitting this door over here. Okay, we're gonna have green build a wall over here. We can build it in time. Okay, yeah, that's good. The wall's a lot tankier than the door. It should hopefully block the scyther out. And yeah, the scyther gave up. And so this is actually really good. The mechs are heading over here to these insects. And crap, I just get inside. Okay, good, she didn't get hit. And are the mechs gonna aggro on the insects? I think they might. Yeah, this scyther is definitely going for these insects, so this is really good. We're getting 2 birds killed with 1 stone here. And yeah, these insects are drawing a little bit of aggro for us. Not a whole lot. Mega Spider already did get killed, but enough so that we can pick off this centipede. It's running right by our door. We're gonna have Ibis come out here and attack it in melee. And centipedes are extremely strong at range, but they really suck at melee. And so yeah, we're gonna have Ibis tank, and then everyone's just gonna assassinate it. And this pikeman, by the way, is trying to shoot at Ibis. It has a 10% chance to hit her, so yeah. This is super ideal though. I don't think we could take all these mechs at once, but doing it this way, we definitely could potentially. And by the way, Ibis is actually getting tagged pretty good by this centipede. It's getting hurt way more though, it's pretty low. And yeah, I think we're gonna be able to take it out before Ibis goes down for sure. These things are just extremely tanky though, like even once you get them really down, okay, nice, we took it out. I'm gonna say even once you get them really low though, they just don't want to go down. And over here, yeah, the insects got absolutely obliterated. But we took out the strongest mech of this group, so that's really good. We're now gonna focus down this pikeman. And we don't get tagged. Okay, good, I think she's out of, yep. We got it in melee now. And we killed it. Yeah, the pikeman has really low HP. So now we gotta make sure that there is a way in the base, or the mechs will attack our walls, like they're attacking this wooden wall over here. And actually, we got a scyther coming over here on his own, who is a bit injured, and by the way, scythers can only do melee. So yeah, we're gonna try to attack this thing without getting in radius of the pikeman. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit sketchy. The pikeman back here does have range to hit us, even if we're like all the way back here. And we're gonna try to run from this thing. And we stayed out of attack radius of the pikeman. I think we'll have these guys keep kiting to the west. Okay, they finally took it out. But yeah, these mechs will chase these guys because they have access to them. Oh, okay, a few. I thought we were gonna get tagged there, but we're fine. And the idea here is we want to kind of split them up. Like they're pretty clumped up here, but this Lancer seems a lot quicker than the other mechs. Or okay, another play that actually is gonna work out pretty well is Lyra has a hunting rifle, and she has more range than these Lancers. They actually don't have much range. Charge Lancers only have 30, whereas the hunting rifle has 42. Now, the pikemen do have 45 range, and by the way, why is she so slow? Oh, this donkey's rear left hoof got shattered. It's only moving at 75% speed, but yeah, she's going to try to range against this Lancer, and this is kind of annoying because I have to micro multiple things right now. And meanwhile, over here on the west, I'm microing Vulture and Eric to just keep kiting these guys. This is getting a bit sketchy though, because crap, Vulture and Eric are next to this Lancer. I sent Lyra back inside to grab like some bigger firepower. Oh, Vulture got tagged really good. That's not good. And oh, we took out that Lancer. Oh wow, Vulture's stomach was destroyed. I don't know what the chances of this are. Maybe it was meant to be, but the traitor that got taken out earlier had a stomach on them, so we can actually replace Vulture's stomach. That is just really weird luck, I guess. But yeah, we got a couple pikemen left and this scyther, which like the scyther is really injured, so I'm not too worried about it. And we're having Eric come out here and He's got his SMG, and Lear's got a double barrel shotgun, which, yeah, we took out the Scyther pretty easily. Also with a double barrel, it's only got a 0.9 warm-up time. And what is this thing doing? Why is it just sitting there? Okay, I don't know what it's doing there. And by the way, oh, this is scary. I didn't mean for Eric to get in melee of the pikemen, but yeah, we're just going to dismount this donkey and we'll have it just kind of tank. Its hoof is shattered anyway, so we don't really care too much about it. We don't want it to die though, because it's our only male donkey that we have. There's a couple more donkeys on the map, but I don't know if they're male or female. Yeah, we took out one pikeman pretty easy, the donkey to get it again, but we got all of our animals over here, and they are able to tank for us. And this pikeman should be going down momentarily. And there it goes. Oh, and by the way, after winning that, we got a medieval tournament event that popped up right afterwards. It's actually not that far away. Like, the road tiles are 1.5 difficulty, so they're not that bad. I think we're gonna send Ibis up here to do it. Oh, and awesome, we got another refugee quest. There's only 2 of them this time, but they might be really good. They could have up to 8 traits. So yeah, let's just pick them up right now, might as well. We got Sheffield and Zippy over here, and Sheffield only has 3 traits. They're not that good. He can do intellectual though. He also has 7 medical too, which is not bad. And Zippy is really not that good. These refugees kind of suck. They're probably just gonna be meditating full time. There's still a couple turrets left over from the mechs, and by the way, we killed that mega sloth for a bunch of meat, which is good because in our base there's not a lot of crops. Like, they all died out. And yeah, we killed one of their turrets, very nice. I would actually like to save this gloom light, by the way. I believe it's a permanent light, and there's actually another one over here too. They're really easy to destroy though. They only have 50 HP. I wonder if we just send everyone out here and try to take out these turrets by force and save these gloom lights. And actually, to make the decision a little easier, we got a quest that I think should be able to clear the turrets out for us. There's a shuttle that's seeking a place to land, and if we let them land in our colony, subjects from the Empire of Aurelia will attack the crashed shuttle site in an attempt to kill its occupants. We have to defend them, and the commander Polari and the other 2 civilians cannot die, but the Janissary can. This quest is actually pretty cool. We can get the shuttle loot, and we can also get some honor. I think we're going to take that reward. We have 3 infusers that we picked up from the ancient tomb, and by the way, there's something really cool we can do with these infusers that I keep forgetting to do, and we're going to do that after this quest. Also, we've had this quest for quite a while that I almost forgot about, and it's a really easy quest. We just got to make 19 clubs, and we get 12 honor for it, which is an insane amount of honor. I'm not really sure why the quest reward is so good for this. We could also take like the Resurrector Mech Serum and a bunch of Jade too. And both these other rewards actually have a 2800 value. And so yeah, we're actually going to take this quest as well. We also have 28 days to do it, but we're going to get it done a lot sooner. And in the meantime, we got a shuttle crash. Actually pretty close to our base. And here's the survivors. Ooh, Polari actually has an excellent chainsaw. And by the way, we can't actually control these guys, which is kind of annoying. They're just going to wander around their crash shuttle like idiots. I don't know why they can't just come in our base. Like, they're not going to use this crash shuttle anymore. They're not like repairing it or anything. Yep, here they come. Which, actually, this is perfect. They're kinda... Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna aggro onto the turrets of this mech cluster. I'm so glad that we did not take them out. But yeah, here comes the Empire of Aurelia, and they don't seem to have that good of gear. Like, Shurgity does have a musket, which is a really crappy range weapon. Are they ignoring these turrets, by the way? The turrets have not hit them once. Come on, turrets. Do something. Oh, they hit Lloyd, actually. They hit Jumper, too. They're walking right through them and they're ignoring them. That's annoying. So I'm pretty sure I encountered a minor bug with this quest. So the encounter went okay. Their commander did end up getting knocked out, and a civilian got knocked out, but while we were carrying them to their shuttle, it just randomly left. And it says we completed the quest, but not all of them could escape. I don't know why that was. So I redid it because I got an autosave right after the commander got knocked out. On this attempt, it actually went a lot more smoothly, and only the commander ended up getting knocked out, but we were able to carry him to his shuttle, and we got the quest completed perfectly. Yeah, Ibis finally made it over to the jousting tournament, and the reward is 2k silver. And Ibis has excellent odds because it's based off of melee accuracy and animal skill. As it's a jousting tournament, you're riding an animal and then you have to be accurate with melee. And she lost, really. We're getting raided by the Hyena Men, which, as you can see, this raid is not that large because we dumped off a bunch of our wealth on a trade caravan with Ibis. Our wealth went from 76k all the way down to 42k. We're gonna start this fight by having Eric drop a mortar on their heads. And come on, baby. Direct hit. Oh, they're beginning the assault. and we killed one of them. All right, so Sheffield, unfortunately for him, is possibly gonna take one for the team here. We're kiting these guys up to this tomb, and I actually don't know what's gonna spawn in here. It's gonna be enemies or allies, and it's enemies. So it's ancients, and these guys are actually pretty strong. They got decent armor. We're just gonna leave Sheffield up here to duke it out with these ancients and these raiders. Meanwhile, up here in the back, Collier is actually gonna bleed out potentially soon. He's also got an incendiary launcher, by the way. I don't know if I want the guy to shoot his incendiary. And Lyra, I don't know if we want her to get tagged. Okay, she's gonna not. Oh, okay, we're actually here at Ismay Stronghold. Good timing on that one, Ibis. So what I didn't realize is Ibis has inspired trade right now, so we're gonna get a better price for buying and selling goods. Ideally here we get 1 cataphract armor and 2 protectorate helmets, because Ibis can use one of the helmets and then we can give the cataphract armor with the helmet over to someone else. We might even be able to afford another cataphract armor because we have a bunch of sculptures. And we also just got a bunch of random gear, a bunch of weapons as well, which these are not selling for that much. But then here we go. We got some really high value stuff like this lizard skin mining book, which can increase mining. It's something we got from that exotic goods trader. Brainwash also, I believe, can remove traits. Then we got a couple tech prints that we're not going to use for now. This Archotech eraser values is 1600. This animal pulsar could be useful in some situation, but I'd rather have gear. So yeah, we're just going to sell it. We're going to keep the pacifier though. And then we got a bunch of furs, the alpaca wool, cloth, advanced component. We don't need that right now. Insect jelly. And we could even sell off some of these alpacas. We got 3 females we could sell, and we could literally turn them into gear basically. And that right there is actually an insane amount of gear because they're gonna give us 4,700. And then on top of that, we still have 2K. So we can buy another cataphract armor, plus another one, plus almost a helmet. We can just dump off some of this milk and these packaged survival meals, order them, and that's gonna be enough. And yeah, Ibis no longer has inspired trade. You can only do that once. Meanwhile, at the base, I actually forgot about this and I moved forward a little bit, not remembering that, yep, Zippy ended up going down, which I don't really care if Zippy dies. He's our refugee. The main thing is I want to get Vulture and Lyra back into the base. Lyra does not, I do not want Lyra to die. Have Eric come out here and distract a little bit. On Lyra make, oh, okay, phew, she made it in. She's bleeding really bad though, I bet. Her right index finger was already torn off actually, but yeah, she's gonna bleed out in 17 hours. Meanwhile, by the way, how did these guys do? So there's a couple nice enchants on the ground, but yeah, Sheffield is currently dueling Stafford, which it would have been nice to be able to micro him as well. Because Stafford, I think, well, Stafford has a ranged weapon, and yeah, Sheffield went down. We're gonna kidnap Zappy, oh no. Not Zappy. Well, I'd rather have Zappy get kidnapped than Eric get hurt. Yep, Zappy's gone. However, she is not lost forever. An opportunity to rescue her may present itself in the upcoming days or years. I mean, she didn't join us yet, so I don't know. And by the way, yeah, they're kidnapping Sheffield as well. So I thought we might lose them, but that's all right. Are these guys just gonna leave now? That would be awesome if they just left. Yeah, they are. Cool. They even take their own guys with them. Like Collier is not that good, but he does have some good gear, so we're gonna strip him. And by the way, up here there were some ancients, so apparently they all only have 3 traits. This guy only has 2, so we're probably not gonna want them. Although like Yolanda actually has a shadow runner in her left lung. Oh, and by the way, the gear they dropped is biocoded, but we can extract the enchant from it. This one's flawless, so it lowers the range cooldown by 10%. That's really good. We want that. And this poisonous enchant will apply a toxic buildup to the target. Yeah, we want that too. Oh, this is cool. So we got a space battle. Hopefully it's not right over our area. Oh, it's actually not a bad spot. So over here, there's going to be people that are going to be crashing in from space, as well as like a bunch of random debris and stuff. Carl's okay, but not super amazing. There's going to be a bunch more people crashing in though. So there's a pretty good chance we get someone that's good here maybe. Like Yuna has a bunch of traits, but again, she's not super amazing. And a chunk just landed on Carl, by the way, and killed him. We're getting a lot of ship chunks, but not a lot of people here. Wow, only 2 people dropped in alive there. Dorna and Green are getting married now, and that's going to be a huge mood boost to everyone. Fortunately, Ibis is not here to get it, but Dorna and Green are both going to get a 40 mood boost. Or wait, Ibis actually just got back. She might be able to make it. They're beginning their marriage ceremony. Here we go. Ibis is here. Is she gonna get it? She did not. Yeah, everyone else attended the wedding, so they get a 20 bonus mood. Dorna gets a 40 bonus mood, and so does Green. Oh no. Okay, so Ibis just got back to base, and okay, this mech cluster is actually not that bad. I was gonna say our wealth is up to 81k now, and so I thought it was gonna be some massive crazy mech cluster, but it's really not that bad. There's nothing actually here that makes it so we have to come out here and take it out, and it's at the top right corner of our map, so yeah, we're just gonna leave it there. So it's springtime, and so it's really easy to move on the map again. It's only 1 movement difficulty for the regular temperate forest tiles, and the roads are 0.5. But yeah, Ibis was able to make it over here to this nearby Revian colony, and this girl's serpentine is actually really good. dead. She's Deadshot, which is the best range trait in the game, as it lowers aiming time by 50% and increases shooting accuracy. And she's also Bloodlust, which I think all Revians are Bloodlust. You could say it's a pretty bloodthirsty race, and also she's good at construction and she's good at crafting as well. There's a weird glitch on this map though, where when we do capture Serpentine with our Psychic Pacifier, she's gonna have to run to like this spot, and like right here doesn't seem like the most amazing. Okay, never mind actually. That's so weird. So I guess just reloading save, by the way. Serpentine just got malaria right when we picked her up. Okay, well, that's not ideal, but yeah, she's actually running and getting out pretty well. She hasn't got tagged yet, that's crazy. Aside from the malaria she just picked up, she's actually good to go. But yeah, so we abducted Serpentine, who by the way had 3 glitter world medicine on her. She had the worst gear out of all of them though, I will say. Like, she only had a melee weapon. A lot of them had like really good high tier range weapons. But yeah, so with the glitter world, we should get a really good 10 on that malaria. We got a 73% 10. That's pretty good considering Ibis's medical skill is only 3. And yeah, after a while, her immunity's up to 22 and the malaria is only at 14. By the way, we can tend it right now, but I'm gonna have her not be able to be tended until the tending expires, goes all the way down to like, I don't know, 8 seconds. Yeah, let's do the 10 now. We'll retend it for a, was it the same 73% 10 quality? Yeah, it must have been. That's, what are the chances of that? And yeah, Ibis and Serpentine are gonna make it over to Theodosiopolis very soon, actually, in 0.2 days. But yeah, they made it over here, and these guys were the ones who wanted the 19 clubs from us, so we're gonna dump them off. And just like that, we got 12 honor. We can decide who we wanted to give it to, so of course we're gonna give it to Ibis. And now we have the quest Ibis's Dame Ceremony, which we gotta do in 10 days, and we should definitely be back at the base by then. So we ran out of Glitter World and we got a pretty bad 10 for the last one. Well, I guess 30% is not bad. Before we had like a 17% 10, and then I guess we tended it again. So we haven't had the best 10 for a while, but it's not gonna matter. As Serpentine does have the Enduring trait, which increases her immunity gain speed by 10%. I didn't even see that, but that is helping her get over this malaria quicker. And so yeah, her immunity's at 95 and her malaria is only at 66. All right, so Ibis and Serpentine made it back to base, and we got so much gear, by the way. We're giving Serpentine a Protectorate helmet, which is 96% protection to the head, and then the Cataphract armor, which, by the way, she can wear that with the marine gloves and boots. That's kind of OP, I think, because the Cataphract armor is 120% protection, which also applies to like the hands, and then the marine gloves get 96% protection to the hands. So yeah, her hands are going to be pretty much invulnerable, and same with her feet with these marine boots. So while Ibis was gone, we had everyone meditate around the tree pretty much full time, and we got enough grass to be able to get another psylink level, and we got Word of Love, which isn't all that amazing for us right now, considering that most of our colonists are already hooked up, and Ibis and Serpentine are both female. To get another psylink level and the Dame title for Ibis, we have to make her a throne room that satisfies the requirements of Ibis's Dame title, which for a Dame they need their own bedroom, so we made her one in this ancient tome, and we're also making half of the tome a throne room. We need to finish this meditation throne, and we need to build a harp in here, which we are currently researching. We're over halfway done with researching the harp, and I'm gonna save that for the next episode, as in the next episode we're going to be really hyper focused on doing psylink stuff, and we're just going to try to boost Ibis's psylink level as quickly as we can. So yeah, with that, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.